Hey, what's up? I'm your boy Joe Jai with another edition of Drawing Digitally. This time, I got a I got one that I basically turned into like a zombie with some stars. It's pretty cool. Straight out my sketchbook, but I'm gonna show you how you can basically take like a random sketch that isn't even that cool, you know what I mean, and turn it into something super dope. So, without further ado, check your boy out. All right, so here you go. This is the original sketch from my sketchbook. And the line work is okie dokes, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing special. I probably did this dude in like 5 minutes. And to be all honest, I didn't even like it. But here's the thing about like drawing in your sketchbook, you can draw something, not like it. And instead of like trying to fix it right off the bat, you can leave it for a better version of yourself. You know what I mean? Like even if you fucking think you suck, you know what I'm saying? Like a better version of you will come along and be like good enough to fucking do it. So that's essentially what I did. When I drew this, the Joe that drew this was like, Joe, you fucking suck. Stop drawing this shit. And I did, you know what I mean? But the version of me that came across now was like, this is garbage. I can fucking smash this shit, son. So that's what your boy did. And here goes my first initial layer of line work. It's just a regular dude and some stars. It doesn't make sense, like, honestly, as I draw it. But future me comes along and is like, yo, this shit's cool. I'm gonna put these line works in. I'm gonna put these little deets in. These stars is hot, you know what I mean? I'm gonna make this cat into a zombie. S my D, son. I probably didn't say that, but that's what I say on the mic, fam. I may or may not be drunk. Don't judge me. Yeah. At this point, I'm on my second layer of line work, which is basically just details and like another go round of the stuff I already put. Like, so on the first line work round, I basically go through and I just put in like, I put in some deets, but they're general. You know what I mean? If I haven't fully like configured all the details I need in something, or I haven't 100% like rounded out like the geometry of something, I'll just generalize it. Like, you don't have to fucking, if you have the hand, you don't have to go in and add the full details of the hand. You can just put the shape of the hand, and then you can come back later with another layer and you can add more deets. Like that's what I remember from when I was younger, and I would try and like, you ever draw something and you draw one eye really good, and then you go over to the second eye and you start attacking it, and then you realize you just ruined the entire page. Like, that's what that is. You don't have to have everything perfect. If you come in and just generalize the shape, you can come back with another layer and you can finesse that shit. And that first layer will help your second layer, like, because it's already a preformed shape from that. It's like if you were to look at a magazine and you were to trace like it was a picture of some, like, I don't know, some models or some dude on the front page, and you drew a mustache on him. You don't have to do anything extra. Like, the shape's already there. You're just putting details on top of the shapes. Like, it's like that. Like, the past you already put the original geometry down. Now you just got to put the details on top of the geometry. If you look at this point, I'm basically just putting some shade down, some value. It in reality, it makes it not flat. You know what I mean? I always like to stick to at least one side, you know what I mean? Sometimes I'll add shade to both sides. It makes it, I don't know, more round. But when you put shade on both sides, it's like it's not a specific light source, you know what I mean? If you were to do this in 3D like Maya or 3ds Max or something like that, it's almost like if you could simulate where the light's coming from, like a direct point light or something like that, and you could shoot it directly at your dude. It's like that, you know what I mean? Now these stars essentially are light in and of themselves, so a light source isn't gonna matter to something else. Like, I know you can't look at the sun, but if you were to look at the sun, like, it doesn't matter how much light you shine at the fucking sun, like, it's not gonna decrease, or it's not gonna show a shadow because of this light source that you shined on it. It's already light, like, so that's what these stars are. I'm not really putting a light source on them. I'm just adding little highlights, and this right here is like a glow layer. So it's almost the same light source, or the same shade as the little highlight I put on the back of these boys. Like, I put that, I selected that same color, put it on a new layer, and then I came through and set that layer to glow. And this is an essential another layer, you know what I mean, that I'm literally just using the airbrush tool to make it look like their mouths and eyes are just like blowing light out, you know what I mean? Ark of the Covenant style. That dude's puking up South Park style. You've seen it. They do it all the time. I love that shit. The last star's got sunglasses and a cigarette. Since I used to be a smoker, I tend to put like cigarettes in everything. And here, if you look, I'm like putting like a little like glowy halo around these boys. I'm gonna hit it with a little background just so I know the contrast of the glow. And it's not, at this point, I don't know that I'm definitely gonna keep that background that color, because sometimes I'll change it up, you know what I mean? But I think I do keep that color. So there's his sunglasses, gonna hit his little cigarette up, you know what I mean? Hit some deets on the sunglass. I like a highlight, I like a low light. There's the cherry from the cigarette. I hit multiple layers on this. For some reason I got really detailed in it. And then I put like a tracer. Like, if you've ever seen the anime Initial D, they have like, I don't know, little Japanese like rice burners racing down mountains and shit. And by the third season they get real icy with like the guy's going so fast that his tail lights are leaving tracers. I think before this point I didn't even realize that I was gonna make your boy a zombie. Like, I just kind of drew his eyes all Adventure Time. And I realized I didn't like them pupils, so them motherfuckers are out. Give him a little green shirt, you know what I'm saying? He probably got that shit from like H&M or Old Navy or some shit. It's just nice with the V-neck fam. Hit his hair a different color. I didn't know zombification changed hair color, but I don't always think 100% when I'm drawing. I just kind of like what I see and I keep it moving. I think at this point, whoa. There was a Maddie on. At this point, I'm just hitting up a little background, like nothing specific, but I'm going ahead and like adding some contrast to what it is. Like it's a solid blue, so I'm adding like, you know, a layer, and then I hit it with a glow, so it kind of creates a highlight at the bottom of the page. I'm pretty sure at this point I copy it and I flip it, not only horizontal but also vertical. Yep. And then I do it slightly differently, you know what I mean? I don't want it to be the same as the bottom. Hey, what would you like to see next time? Let me know in the comments. Also, subscribe to my Instagram and my YouTube. Alright, Joe Jai, out.